Hello. Well, I've got 3 trains running today. I got the 4748 Kansas City Southern AC ES4400 AC, the Canadian Pacific ES4400 AC, and I got the Santa Fe 6000 running on the lower level right there. So I've got the Santa Fe, the Kansas City Southern running up and down the top track and down to the third level. I have spent all day trying to get that Kansas City Southern grain car to stay connected to the ES, to the engine. With the extended coupler, I had to put a little piece of sculpted mahogany underneath the coupler to prevent the coupler on the engine from simply riding over top and out of the connection with the grain car. So I put a little piece of mahogany 3/8 by 3/8, and then I sculpted it so that it has a step to it. I don't know if you can see it, but it does allow some flexibility between the two couplers, and it's enough to allow the long frame engine and the long coupling to flex slightly between the two between the car and the engine. Let's see if I can get a better picture of it here as it goes by. But you can see the coupler there. It's a little fat. It works, but it wouldn't work over on the hill over there, where the caboose, the Canadian Pacific caboose, just went by. Try as I would, and I spent a couple of hours trying to get them to stay together. I realigned the track over there, coming down the hill, where it's going to go down there, right about now. When it starts to go down, they would lift apart first, and then the first grain car would constantly derail the lead truck on the grain car. Constantly. Well, I tried everything, until I added some weight inside the car. Though the lead truck has a lot of weight on it. It's a beanbag I found a long time ago. It looks like lead shot in it. It was, or steel shot. Actually, it's steel shot because the bag was quite rusty. So I put the little bag of steel shot inside a little plastic bag, and then I took that car apart. A little tricky, I'll tell you. It's an aluminum shell on the Lionel ones. The MTH are pretty easy. You just take them apart. From the bottom, there's 6 screws, and the bottom comes off, and you can put the weight in the bottom part of the car, and then put the car back together. They're all plastic. The Lionel are aluminum shell, and an aluminum shell on the top. Plastic on the bottom where the dump bins are. So they're a lot trickier to take apart, but I managed. And so, like I said, I've got a little bag of about the size of your fist, or a small fist, a woman's small fist, of steel shot in there. It weighs quite a bit. So as it goes over the corner there, around the corner, and down the hill there, that lead truck now has quite a bit of weight on it, and it actually does not derail, as you can see. It used to just 3 hours today figuring out what was wrong, trying to realign the track. So finally I took a heavy weight and put it actually on top of the car, ran the car through the problem area, and it stayed on. So, took it apart. And I managed to solve the issue with the switch in there. There's a little plate that swings back and forth on that switch in there that is the frog part. Are any of the switch rails? Switch rails. Quite loose, which was the problem. So I took a piece of thick cardboard, and you can see it there. A piece of thick cardboard, and I slipped it underneath the metal part in the center track to hold down that black sliding plate of rails. Seems to work quite well. I did something similar to that before, and realized that taking that switch out and changing it around was going to be quite a stress, so I didn't do it. I just, as my wife says, you clarked it. Yeah, I did. Many things in life I've had to do like that. When you're an electrician, you're standing in front of a problem and you have to solve it because there's nobody else to help, and you got to get the power back on. You have to figure out how to fix it right quick. So in the end, it's paid off. Oh, that's just a stick. So now they're running nicely. And I have plans for the inner part of the second level loop there. I have plans to redo that Y down there and the curve. That's the next step. Anyways, it was a nice day out, and it's going to be nice tomorrow. So we'll try and get a long walk in, a little exercise. Exercise enough being down here, I'll tell you. Walking back and forth. Down the hall and back and forth to my workshop and back in here. Lots of fun, but so I took this Canadian Pacific train here, the Canadian Pacific lead engine there, and I tried to make sort of a unit train out of some of the cars. I have 3 of those Santa Fe die-cast. Those are heavy cars, those Santa Fe ones behind that Canadian Pacific engine. And then there's a couple of wood chip cars that are there. In fact, I got some twigs here. Then there's a steel car, some tank cars, Union Pacific box cars, and then a Western Pacific box car and a Western Pacific tank car, and then those nacelles for the wind turbine cars. Those cars are difficult to run through switches that are on a corner. Wow. They are. And they're just fake, by the way. There's no motor in them. They're just fake shell. I was hoping to be motor in them. Anyway, if there had been, I would have fixed up something to run them. Put propellers in them. Anyway, hope you liked the setup today. Thanks for watching. Take care now. We'll watch this one go by once more and then we'll say goodbye. There's 3 of them. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.